Attention, please.
And now, it's Cutter's Rockcast.
Ben from Breaking Benjamin. That always feels so weird to say, because just Ben from Breaking Benjamin.
I know.
You know.
I hate doing stuff where I'm like, hey, it's Ben from Breaking Benjamin. So I have to say my name twice.
Right? It's always that awkwardness. It's so nice on here on your bus. Your bus is sick, dude.
I keep it cold. So
I love it. We were, when we were coming down here, we were like, oh, I hope the bus is nice and icy. And sure enough, as soon as we got on here, I was like, this is awesome. I love it. How the hell are you, man?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good. It's been a while since I talked to you. The last time you and I spoke, it was just before Ember dropped. Yeah, it was like January before Ember came out. And now here it is.
Yeah.
Year and a half later since the album's released. You guys have been heavy on the road.
Yeah.
How has that been with this tour, with this cycle?
It's been fun. It's been really cool. We've been able to do some tours with some really cool guys like Avenged and Five Finger, and I can't remember who else, but yeah, it was a great run. We're still doing it.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so we're just enjoying every minute of it, enjoying the ride, man. The fans have been awesome, and we're just having a good time.
Good. I love what you did with the 3-part video for the first 3 singles.
Yeah.
Because your videos are always just so wonderfully put together.
Thank you.
Where do those ideas come from? Does that span from the band, from you? Is that something that like video guy comes and is like, hey, I got this cool idea?
You know, I've been writing all of the videos since like, I don't know, Diary of Jane.
Oh, wow.
Or something like that. And it's just fun.
Yeah.
You know, it's just another side of things that's just fun to do. And they sort of like, it's like writing a song, I guess. They start with just like a small idea and just kind of go from there. And I don't really I don't take it too seriously, but it's just like fun. It's just like the visual fun side of writing something along with the, musical side. It's kind of the same thing. It's just a visual aspect. So I like to have fun in the music, and I like to have fun with the visual stuff too. So but that story kind of like evolved where it wasn't going to be any more than Red Cold River. Mm-hmm. And then the way that ended, it was just like, well, we could keep this going.
Yeah.
And so just wound up writing the rest of it.
Okay. So the plan initially when Red Cold River came out was not to have 2 more?
Yeah, no, it was just going to end there.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we were like, we could probably still go with this.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It's something we never did before, so we like to do that. A lot of people think that we are like the same band, keep putting out the same album,
Not
I get
even
that
a
a lot.
little.
No, really not at all. Like on every album musically, we do something like new and different, like always. Either a new tuning or like a new type of song or whatever. But, a lot of it is our style, but there's always something new.
Well, I think that a Breaking Benjamin song, it's like you can identify it. I always know when I'm listening to a Breaking Benjamin song, but I don't think that, like, you can tell the differences. I mean, they're very musically different, especially album to album. You can really see your growth.
Yeah, and we try to take whatever thing we do that's new, we incorporate that into the next and then do something new on that and then so on and so forth. So we're not like changing how we sound completely, but we're not doing the same exact thing either.
Right.
So I think people are mistaking like familiarity for recycling.
Yeah, I think too you have one of those voices. You have a very distinct sound in your voice.
You think?
I do. When I
always thought I was pretty generic.
No,
sounding.
I don't think so. I think you've got this certain tone. It's
Thank
this
you.
really
Hopefully that's
warm.
a compliment. I
It
said
is.
thank you before I
very much
realized
it is. No, it's a very warm. Anytime I hear a Breaking Benjamin song, whether it's from one of the older albums or from Ember, every single time it just gives me this like.
Oh,
Breaking
thanks.
Benjamin, like, it's a good song. I'm ready for more.
Thanks.
So what are you guys doing now? I mean, you're on the road currently with 3 Days Grace, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then...
3 Days Grace and Chevelle.
Okay.
And then there's a few others, too. Man, why can't I think of it? I have to look. I know. Those guys are going to be so mad at me. She needs you.
Move in? I'm supposed to move in now. So...
The other bands, I want to say Diamante's on a few of it.
Oh yeah, I think Diamante is on a few.
And
there's another
who
like
else?
Stitched Apart.
Dorothy.
I love her.
I don't know. I don't think Stitched Apart's on it.
I think it's Dorothy and Diamante.
Yeah.
Those are two badass
Grace
chicks in this business.
Yeah.
We had Dorothy in town about a year ago. And she was. Have you watched her live yet? Have you had the
at
opportunity?
a festival one time.
Okay. Yeah, she's interesting. She's just got this whole cool vibe about it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm stoked about it. I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
Cool lineup, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not talking for myself. I just mean like all the other bands. So I think it's something that's like really, really something that is, you know, something people would want to see.
I agree.
I love the lineup.
I do too.
I'm not including myself in it. I'm just saying everybody else.
Like everybody
if I
else.
wasn't playing in it, I would go.
I would too.
I definitely would go.
If it was coming, like it's going to be in Chicago, but it's in Chicago while we're somewhere else. Is it in Chicago this weekend? I feel like no. I have all these dates mixing up in my head. Regardless,
Don't ask
though,
me because I don't know where I am half the time. So.
Regardless, though, after this run is over, and I'm sure you're going to be taking a break and stuff, have you guys already started talking about working on anything new?
I just finished doing an acoustic album for the band.
Oh, you did finish that?
Yeah.
I remember hearing rumblings about that.
Yeah, I just finished it, and even though it's like the same, like there's one new song on it.
Okay.
But even though it's like the same songs, they're kind of redone. So I feel like I just did an album.
Yeah. What goes into rearranging a song, taking it from electric full band?
It was
into
more
acoustic?
so. It wasn't really rearranging. It was more so like adding string orchestration to it.
Ooh.
So all the songs have like orchestra on it, and then I had a few guest vocalists.
Oh, cool.
come in, which
Who'd
is
you have come in?
Lacey Sturm.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah.
That woman, I should say, the powerhouse in that voice.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you guys blend so nicely together.
Yeah, it sounds great. The singer for UNDEROATH.
Oh, Spencer.
Yeah, Spencer. And Adam Gontier.
Yeah.
Gontier.
Gontier.
I think it's Gontier.
Saint ASONIA.
And and who else? Oh, Mike, the singer for Red.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so those four guys are.
Oh, I bet that was so much fun.
Yeah, they each did a song, so there's 4 songs with guest vocalists on it.
What songs did they do? What songs did you decide to do with guest vocalists?
Lacey and I did a song we have called Dear Agony, and Spencer and I did Red Cold River.
Oh, I bet that sounds so good.
And Adam and I did Dance with the Devil, and Mike did Failure.
Oh my God. I am so
Yeah,
pumped
it's
for
good.
this.
It's good. Those guys did so good.
Wow,
They
that is
did
going to
so
be
good.
amazing. What made you pull them in?
Because like I'm a fan and a friend of all of them. Mm-hmm. And they're, singers that I really like. you
Yeah.
know? And to hear them like sing a song that I wrote, it's really surreal. It's really cool to hear their voice on it, And so
I bet that's different because when you're writing music for yourself and when you're writing music that another person might sing, and I know you wrote those songs for yourself, but when you hear somebody else on it,
well, when you hear somebody else on it that you like, that's like and that you're a fan of, it's totally different than just another voice. It's
Right.
like a voice because all of those bands, like I have all of their albums, and I listen to their albums, and that's the kind of music I like to listen to. And so it's surreal to have that in your, like singing your words or whatever.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's cool. And they did really well, and our voices all sound really, really cool together. So
I love that.
I've known Adam for a long time, and he and I used to do that song Dance with the Devil because we toured a lot back in the day.
Yeah.
3 Days Grace and us.
I actually
when
saw
I
you
was
guys
in a
on tour
band.
together.
Yeah, we
back in the
toured.
day.
We toured a lot with that package, and just became really good friends. And so I've known him for like over 10 years, and we've just never got around to like doing anything together. So it was a great opportunity for it. And I've always been a fan of UNDEROATH, like because they've been around forever.
Yeah.
And same thing with Red. Like I love all of Red's albums, like front to back. So much so that we stole the guitar player from that band. And Jason, our guitar player, he wrote like Red's first 2 or 3 albums.
Okay.
Yeah. So. And then with Lacey, I I've been friends with her too for more than like 10 years. And one of the first tours I think they ever did was with, like, not the first, but like one of the first tours they did ever was with us. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot different back in those days. It was enough success to have fun, but not overboard, and like it was all new and everything. And she was always really cool. The whole band was always really, really cool. But when I first heard them, FLYLEAF, I was like really blown away by her inflection and her her style. You know,
it's amazing.
If you think I'm unique, like she is 100% unique, but in a good way. Sometimes there's like singers that are unique, but it's not for me. I don't want to sound like whatever, but I don't want to put anybody down. But sometimes people are different just to be different. It's not really good. It's just different. But she's like different and like just her own thing. You know?
She's got I had the honor of meeting her. I mean, I talked to her a couple of times back in the day, but probably like 2-3 years ago, her and her husband came in town when I was in Illinois. And she just has this presence around her. Like the second you're around her, you're just...
She's a really positive person, and just really like... I don't know. She does put off like a positive vibe, which is really refreshing.
It is,
especially for me. I can be a negative person.
I feel like it's good to have that positivity around.
Yeah,
it.
no,
it helps
she's just a really nice, sweet, genuine person. And singing wise, I really respect her. All the singers, but with hers, kind of like a cool thing with her and Adam, because the other guys I've known for a really, really long time, but I think I've known them the longest.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to be able to finally do something.
I imagine it is. When you're out on the road with so many different artists, do you usually, do you in your head as you're out touring with bands be like, man, I'd really like to work with that person at some
all the
point in
time?
Yeah? Is there anybody else that you've thought about working with or would like to work with in the future at some point that you haven't had the opportunity to?
There's so many. There's too many to name, to be honest with you, because I have produced, I don't care what the credits say, I've produced Breaking Benjamin albums ever since the beginning. If you write the song and the song is what it is and it doesn't change, a producer comes in and say they produced it, it's the same exact song that I have the recording of right here. So what did you do?
Yeah.
But anyway, so I've always wanted to like produce, and being a singer, I like to produce singers. Like guitars are guitars, drums are drums. Singers are, it's like everybody's voice is different. A snare drum sounds like a snare drum, and a guitar sounds like a guitar. And so a singer is really what the unique aspect is, because distortion on a guitar sounds like distortion on a guitar. So singer is really the voice, that's what the band is like kind of identified with. Like there's a few bands here and there, I suppose you could tell like that there's a certain guitar player playing.
Right, Tom Morello.
Right, exactly. But even then, somebody else could do that exact same thing, but a singer can't sound like, it's unique. Like your voice is unique.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I would love to produce, and I'd love to like do stuff with other bands. And when I produce, I like to write, and so I would do some of that. And then I like to work with singers to, just kind of like bring them out of their norm, because I do things on my own albums all the time of things that not for every song, but things that I don't do vocally. It's something I do different on every album. I just try not to go like too overboard with it, but yeah. So there's too many bands to name about who I would want to like do a record with, or but it's not just a record of like me playing with them, it'd be like producing it. And
do you think that that's something that you'll do like once you've decided, all right, I'm done doing like going out on the road?
I'm actually building a recording studio.
Are you?
In Ocean City, New Jersey, and I want to work out of there and produce bands. I want to like make a band.
From the ground up?
Yeah.
Find one of those babies?
Yeah, I want to like put a band together of like people that are really hungry for it, but maybe don't have the direction or want that big break in life or something, and they want... You could come through.
Yeah, come on in.
This is my wife, Teresa.
Hi, Teresa. Katie, nice to meet you.
She went to shake your hand and you fucking...
It's okay. Nice to meet you.
She's hot.
She is hot.
No, like, well, that too, but hot, like hot. That too. But I meant she just like blew by to get
Right.
into the coolness.
I would too, man.
But yeah, man, I would love to produce. I'd love to just do something now. I don't know if she'd be mad at me for saying anything about it, but me and Lacey have been talking about doing another band.
That would be
like
cool.
a band together.
That would be
We just
really
want to
cool.
do like a record, you know.
Right. Like
I-
record
I
and
hope-
tour, or
I
just
hope
kind
if
of
she
record
sees
and
this,
drop
that
it.
she doesn't get mad at me. for
Lacey,
saying
don't
it.
get mad
Yeah,
at him. It would be
sorry.
really awesome.
We don't
Please
need to
do
keep it a secret. Like, who cares?
Be amazing.
But yeah, so we've been talking a bit here and there about it, which is aside from like producing something, but it's just be something different. I think that'd be really cool.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Well, I look forward to seeing everything that you've got on the way. When does the acoustic album drop?
I don't know.
Sometime in the near future.
Yeah, I don't know. I just finish it, give it to the label, and they'll.
Let them deal with it.
Yeah, I don't have anything to do with it, and I don't
Okay.
know when they probably told me. I just don't remember.
Well, whenever it drops, whenever we find out, I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah,
It's
it's
going to be a cool
cool.
match.
It's cool.
Thank you for taking the time to talk
Thank
today,
you for
man.
talking to me.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Cutter's Rockcast.
Don't forget to tune in.
Exactly.